Again, thank you for organizing this session, and I'm glad to be here to talk about supply chain and logistics. Actually, the theme of the event is, as everybody knows, collaboration and innovation. It's a big word, both. And so there's a lot to be investigated across the domain, what that is. In our domain, logistics supply chain. So I was thinking it would be helpful to see what's coming, so we know what we can collaborate on, especially with the academic and the private sector. Actually, supply chain is probably as broad as you can get, because by definition, it covers end-to-end in the enterprise and beyond, including now your supplier and supplier, customers, customer. Where's that? This one? Oh, okay. Yes. So it's very broad. Actually, when you look at the world, it is a supply chain world, linking everybody together. And actually, who can compete well is competing on how much they can manage and be good in their supply chain and their network of change. I think it's very complex, but let's say to be a bit simple about it, this is a trend that I see as coming. This actually network represents many things when you look at it. It represents both conceptually and operation-wise how things move, but these are the things I feel that coming, we call it network optimization requirement, which is, as you know, the ASEAN AC market and linkage coming together. Thailand, again, after several governments still hit on this concept of making us a hub, but it's a slow-going hub, I have to say, but we'll get there. And the provincial industrial growth, as we listen in the morning, the governor of the industrial estate say that's what they're planning for, provincial growth. And the other one surely is rising logistic costs as we get into the future cost component. Oil is cheap, but I'm not sure it will remain like this. So anyway, apart from that, you have other causes. We have clinic conduct with ITAP as another stream that's run parallel on these 2 days. And a lot of companies come to us to sit down, and a lot of issues that I found out relate to rising costs, especially human side. Okay, basically optimization is a very simple concept, but I think it's very powerful strategy. And you can only do it once and do it well to basically understand all the service node and future growth, all the lanes that you travel or distribute in your across your nodes, what mode you're doing. We're getting to multimodal, more or less. Rail is coming. I did not imagine that will be so aggressive, I have to say, about it, but seems like every week the government is approving something about rail. So that is another mode of transportation. So we need to really understand the optimum location, be it distribution, logistic point for warehouse and so on, including then understand what's the cost baseline and the alternative. So these are the areas where I think need a lot of data, information, overlaying, cross methodology, understanding how to exercise the network optimization outcome. Now the other one is more closer to the enterprise level. I see supply chain planning is still a key. We're talking about planning across the enterprise from procurement to end distribution. I see proliferation of items across industries. The world is not having less items, we're having more. And Dr. Lin said about short life cycle. That means we have ability to turn our imagination into product more and more. And that's a challenge. We're dealing with more product. Fast changing needs that entail short life cycle means consumers changing fast, drive toward lean inventory. Now that's another demand because proliferation, lean is not the sense like we used to understand. Lean in inventory almost now denote lean in operation as well. And the demand for full availability. As you know, the drive in fulfilling customer across channel. You heard a lot about omni-channel and conversion of technology to service omni-channel and how to distribute. That is a key for availability across channel. So we still have to deal with the supply chain process component, mapping, and improve the flow. So we talk about process standardization. Then once you standardize, then you have to think about how to optimize it. You can't optimize what you cannot standardize as a practice. So anyone keen or understanding about enterprise architecture is coming across the IT field into more corporate process improvement. So people are looking into aligning the process in order to improve the flow and have good measurement across the chain and up and down. So that is still a key practice. I see that enterprise, including government sector, need. And that at the high level, once you start processing that to a good extent, you want to really understand demand, inventory planning, and replenishment planning. In concept, it's very simple. This is the highest level, as you can see. Then you break it down into more smaller bucket, like quarter, how you want to position your inventory at different level. And replenishment is how you restock it. Basically, that's what it is. But once you deal with proliferation of items, 100,000 items is now normal for retail, and even more. And uncountable even, because actually I don't know how much stock Amazon has for items. I don't think they know because it keeps changing, growing every day. So these are the things I feel is a challenge in this context, fast changing, growing items. Now the other one, as I see, is automation. A lot of requirement. Now I'm going to tell you, we're dealing, the clinic deal with SME, small, medium size. I was surprised, a lot of them talk about this. They want to automate their process. Warehouse is getting larger, throughput is getting higher, demand in labor, scarcity, there's rising costs, and they want more faster service, more accuracy, and task is getting more complex. So automation, this is pick to light, IF support. Medium-sized company in Thailand talking more now about IF technology. This is pick to light, and this is of course automation for sortation, cross-dock sortation. So I feel this area is actually the company before I came up here produces baby seat. I'm surprised they make 10,000 seats a week, and they want to automate everything from end to end. So I have a 1,000 worker, for example. So logistics denote two things basically, where you have inbound, outbound, and you have what's in between on the shop floor, and how you get that flowing and synchronize all this. there'll be somewhere, some area. This is more, what you see is more on the inbound, outbound side. The other one, as I see, is a large warehouse facility. I also have, by practice, designed large warehouse, 40,000, 50,000 square meters. In India, it was 200,000, really large, in multiple locations. In China, one project is 430 warehouses across the China. Replicable, same design, a little bit change here and there, depends on the land, but the DC that service those warehouses are huge. In Asia, mostly when in the past we talk about 40,000, it's like really, now it's common. In other places, you see often 100,000 square meters. Now these are coming, and I feel in Thailand, sooner or later we'll have mega DC. And these are the area where things in a warehouse is very complex because you have warehouse in a warehouse, meaning one warehouse doing many processes, supporting many what we call format, how you buy and sell and service. Then layout, flow, material handling, MHEs, material handling equipment. Containerization is another driver in supply chain and logistics space. We're getting more into containerized. It's slow for Thailand. China started later, but they are now far ahead in containerization. I was in China in the year 2000, and over time I travel up and down often. And what surprised me most is that in the past, very few container truck running now, warehouse design, everything, just over 10, 15 years. And that's coming, and that changed a lot in terms of how you move the load, handle the shipment. And of course, productivity drive, that's still the key. So how to manage and improve this is a challenge. Right now, the demand for this in Thailand is tremendous. I have to say, over 50% of logistic need, supply chain need, is warehouse and operation improvement. Lastly is visibility. This is the last V, I call it. There's a 4V magic term that I like to use in modern supply chain. One is variety. Two is variability. Changes left and right, up and down. Third is velocity. And fourth is visibility. Logistic, basically, supply chain deal with this 4V, how we manage those well. Variety is getting more as I start off. Variety of variability, change, life cycle, it's very fast. We need speed and accuracy, the speed that we do, and we only can do that with this. Visibility, how we basically track end-to-end from order right down to delivery. Here is inspection and across the globe. Thailand is probably, well, in this context, but this is surely getting more and more complex. And visibility normally ends when you land the goods. Here, okay, I found one company. Amazingly, from customer order fulfillment, there is 24 status tracking on your order. Unbelievable. 24. How detailed is that? For example, product landed, partially shipped. Why would I want to know that? I want to know it's fully shipped. But that's what they say. Landed, in stock, partially shipped. Okay, I'm not going to get in full, right? So these are the things that actually have more breakdown, more definition, so people can see movement, support fast cycle, and lean, better customer service, and of course, we need a lot of analytics today. And hopefully that can be reconciled and give a good meaning on how we perform in a global and including enterprise supply chain. So that's it. 5 trends that I see is coming. So collaboration, innovation, hopefully, we can pinpoint and see from AIT perspective, and maybe Dr. Vacharapon can share his insight in that context, what we can do and collaborate. All right, I hope this is useful enough and in the theme of collaboration for innovation. And hopefully next time, as I think we'll be doing this more, and hopefully I can come back and share more thoughts on this. Okay, thank you. Okay.